Hi everybody, this is Philip Smith, National President and founder of the National African American Gun Association. I want to have a conversation with you today. It's not a happy time for the organization. We are hurting, the country is hurting because of the recent shooting that took place in Buffalo over the weekend on Saturday. This is a tough time for us to kind of reason out what is good and what is bad, and more importantly, what the direction of the country is going. The shooting in Buffalo is another incident in a long history of violence perpetuated against the black community. The National African American Gun Association feels this pain and hurt for those families who lost loved ones. And sincerely, our hearts are with you. All life is precious, and even one person losing their life is unacceptable. Unfortunately, we have seen this continuous cycle directed at the black community for the last 300 years. It goes on and on. The Tulsa Massacre, the Rosewood Massacre, Elaine Massacre, and as of recent history, Dylan Roof shooting 9 members at church in Charleston, South Carolina. And this latest tragedy of Peyton Gendron shooting 13 people in Buffalo, New York. It's seemingly a scar that never heals for us, and it's only getting worse with the polarization within the United States. For my community of millions of black folks in this country, and for the millions still to come, we are at a place in history where we can either continue to be sheep for slaughter, or we can finally pivot to a solution. Prayers and thoughts are not enough to protect our community at this time. To mitigate the chances of such incidents from occurring again would require a discussion in this country that I believe most are still not ready for. Until that occurs, it is necessary for us to take individual and collective measures to legally protect ourselves. Identifying what could be done differently is not blaming the victims of this tragedy. It lies solely on the shooter and the people and systems of racist propaganda that were behind him. The time is now. The time is here to change our mindset as a people. Look around the nation. Nobody's going to provide shelter or strategy for our survival as a community, so we must do it ourselves. We must adapt and re-socialize all black Americans in a philosophy and ethos of self-defense based on utilizing firearms in a legal, law-abiding, but defensive posture. Peaceful protest alone will not save our communities. No, I'm not advocating violence in any form, but we have the right to protect ourselves as American citizens. That is all. What I am saying and suggesting is that every black American needs to purchase a gun and get trained so if out in public or at home, you come face to face with a lethal threat, you have a fighting chance. That is what the Second Amendment is based on. Uniquely structured, NAAGA can provide an immediate network of firearms trainers and established chapters. The National African American Gun Association holds firearm safety classes and training in over 100 chapters across the United States. I am the president of NAAGA, and my goal for starting this organization was to ensure all Americans of color were properly educated and trained to defend themselves. We have helped tens of thousands of black women feel safe as they travel to and from work and protect their home. We have worked tirelessly to make home environments safe for children by demystifying guns. We have mentored thousands of young black men by bridging the generation gap and passing down valuable knowledge. And we have equipped our black men to be strong leaders of their homes and communities. Our organization has grown to be the largest African American gun club in the history of the United States. And we will not stop until we have properly educated and equipped black Americans to exercise their fundamental rights to protect themselves, their loved ones, and their property. Our black people are one big soft target waiting to get attacked again and again and again. Because everyone knows, especially those who want to kill, beat, hurt, and quite frankly, exterminate us out of existence, that we don't have guns collectively as a community. The insanity is that we keep a mindset of somebody will protect us, so just hold on. Yes, I'm tired of being tired when it comes to attacks on the black community, and we need to do something about it. Bullies, crooks, and yes, even domestic terrorists think twice about attacking those who can fight back. Now, at this time, before I close, I want to read the victims who were shot and killed on Saturday. Please take a moment of silence to honor them, respect them, and to remember them. The victims are the following: 32-year-old ROBERTA DRURY, 52-year-old MARGUS MORRISON, 53-year-old Andre Macknell, 55-year-old Aaron Salter, 62-year-old Geraldine TALLEY, 65-year-old CELESTINE CHANEY, 67-year-old HEYWARD PATTERSON, 72-year-old KATHERINE MASSEY, 77-year-old Pearl Young, and 86-year-old RUTH Whitfield. Please take a moment to honor, and I mean honor them, for their loss. It's time to protect ourselves as a community. It's time to do this right now. Please think about that. As always, God bless, be safe, and respect.